Are you guys ready to record?
Yep.
Yes, ma'am.
Cool. Hello and welcome to 4445. It's a 15-minute celebration to get you to 5 o'clock. I'm your host, Colton David Pratt.
I am your second host and best friend, Katie Pratt.
Katie, I'm so glad you made it on time.
I didn't make it quite on time. You might have heard me stumble into my spot.
The audience knows Katie got up right as I hit the button. Well, not actually. I hit the button while Katie got up. And she stumbled out of the room to go get a drink while the intro was playing. So she had to get there because she's your best friend who always goes second. And so she had to go second. Who's here today? Oh, just Katie.
You talking to me?
Yeah, there you are. Hi, buddy.
Oh, you said who's here today and looked back, and I was like, oh, there must be someone in this house.
No,
Hello, I'm Caiden. I am your
Caiden.
mortal enemy, and I always go last.
you always do, unless you pick the holiday or Katie picks the holiday. And then it really depends. So today, it's a good day. It's a great day. I just got back from a visit to the college that I'm going to, that Kitty already goes to. And I do have to say there are a lot more ladies than there are dudes.
But we already knew that. We know it's a 3-to-1 ratio.
Yeah,
if you're a man,
3-1, geez.
Yeah.
yeah, literally, if you're a man, you get married like within the first 2 years. It's a rule.
My girlfriend, don't say this anymore. My girlfriend will be very sad.
Well, she can get married to her. Doesn't
Yeah, I'll
mean
probably
you
get married to her.
married
whatever.
to.
Wait, maybe. Anyway, this is weird. But yeah, there was a lot of people. I sent Grace a video of me doing the cha-cha slide with everybody, and she said, "You are in a sea of ladies," because I was in a sea of ladies. There are a lot more than there are guys. Anyway,
And also at this event, there probably were a disproportionate number, even at IWU, even though
yeah,
IWU is a disproportionate number of women.
yeah.
And white people. So many white people.
Oh yeah, and all the images on the website have at least one person of some other nationality, because they have to make sure you know that they do exist on campus. You just have to
Barely.
find them. You just have to seek them out.
So many white people.
All right.
We do have good programs for
Speaking of marriage,
non-white students.
Speaking of marriage, I have a question for you guys. You guys ready for the question? What do you look forward to the most after your first year of marriage? Of anything?
Having kids.
Having kids? You look forward?
I want to have a son.
You want to have a son? A strong,
So I saw this
powerful...
TikTok, and it was like, a video of like this like kid telling his dad he made the team, the dad freaking out. That's
Nice.
what I want.
And you want to be that dad?
Yeah.
That flip out dad? That's exciting. What team did the kid make? Do you know?
The ballerina team.
Honestly, yeah.
Ballerina?
Yeah, have you seen the comedian where it says the comedian was talking about how he didn't care what his son wanted to do, but he was gonna act as if it was a baseball game no matter what. So like even if my son is doing ballet, I'm gonna be at the recitals going, "You call that a pirouette?" Like
No. You be supportive.
I think that's funny. No, that's not me. That's the comedian. I'll be supportive. I'm always very supportive. Katie, what do you look forward to most first year after marriage? After the first year.
Wait,
of marriage.
after the first year. What do I? Oh, it's a moth. Oh, get away from
There's
me.
a big bug. I can see it.
Goodness.
Oh, Katie, you okay?
I can see it.
Katie can see it in the video.
It was huge.
Katie,
It was. I saw it. It was crazy.
was
It
it
almost ate Katie.
It was so big.
the other day?
What was the question?
Somebody I was with speaking out of our moth, so I had to look up if there are any venomous moths, and there are no venomous moths, so don't worry. What do you look forward to after 1 year of being married to
Still
somebody?
worried.
What do you look forward to the most?
Okay, what is after the first year of being
Marriage.
married?
Yeah.
What
do you
I look forward
the
to
most?
after 1 year of being married.
Yes.
Holding hands.
Good answer. Good answer. Why did I treat that like this was freaking Family Feud? Good answer. Good answer. Yeah.
That's what they
Survey
all do. They
says?
all go, "Good answer, good answer." And then Steve Harvey gives him some look of disgust. And
You want to hold hands to your...
Naked grandma.
Yeah. All right. Anyway, for me personally, the most thing I look forward to is earning a flitch of bacon.
What's a flitch of bacon?
So today is National Flitch Day, which celebrates it dates back to an ancient custom that saw married couples earning a flitch of bacon by proving the strength of their union after a year. The couples would stand trial to prove their love and faithfulness to each other after a year and a day of their marriage. And, if successful, they were given a flitch of bacon as an award.
Oh, that's cute, actually.
While this tradition is no longer actively practiced, it is still celebrated every 3 to 4 years in Dunmow Flitch trials. So 3 to 4
Wait,
said
why
they
3
don't.
to 4?
Yeah, they don't actually know how often it happens. Like, either there's not a schedule or there's the author of this thing did not find the proper schedule. But yeah, doesn't that sound like a fun tradition? Come to the court, prove you love each other. If you do, you get bacon. Like, that's a good tradition, honestly.
We talked about bacon so much on this podcast.
I love it. Well, we
We're
like
practically
bacon.
a bacon podcast at this point.
I
Yeah.
think it all goes back to the one infamous bacon recording we had to do 4 times.
Yeah, we recorded
that's
National
right.
Bacon Day. It was the second week we ever recorded. It about gave Katie a heart attack because we recorded it like 4 times because it kept breaking and like not working. It was very upsetting.
One time I went poop and no one said anything until Landon goes, "Can we talk about how Caiden's pooping right now?" And then we had to restart. No one would have ever known if Landon didn't say anything.
It would have been a surprise.
But to be, no, that's not to be fair. Landon also one time we recorded the whole thing and he's like, "Oh, I wasn't recording."
You don't need to bash Landon, y'all.
That was
Sorry, Landon, we miss you.
pre-advanced technology.
That was.
Yeah.
We have good stuff now.
Yeah, we have good stuff. So now we're chilling. So National Flitch Day, great tradition. I'm all for the idea of like standing trial, proving your love and getting your flitch. I want to
How
read.
do you prove your love?
I want to read the history of National Flitch Day to see how it works. Is that
I
okay?
want to be able to. I want to know how I will eventually prove my love.
Okay, I'll see. While the exact origins of National Flitch Day remain unknown,
Flitch bacon.
That's a great start. We do know the original traditions. We do know the original tradition started in 1104, so they do know where it came from. That sentence just took a 180 halfway through. They said we don't know where it came from, but it came from exactly here. When they even know the person when Reginald Fitzwalter and his wife, the Lord and Lady of a manor, disguised themselves as commoners and sought the blessing of the prior at the local priory for the marriage. Impressed with their devotion to each other, the prior gave them a flitch of bacon. So the prior was like, "Wow, you guys really love each other. Here's some bacon." Like that's a great response.
What a reward.
So just so you know, we don't know exactly where it came from, but in 1104, these two people that we know the names of found the specific prior we know, so we do know exactly where it came from. Anyway, this gave rise to the custom in which married couples were afforded a flitch of bacon if they did not regret their marriage after
Do we
a
know
year
what a
and
flitch of
day.
bacon is, or did I?
The couple would undergo a mock trial to prove their love, and if they succeeded, they were awarded a flitch of bacon, about half a pig. So it's about half a pig.
Okay. Did you say that already? And I just missed it.
No, it's not.
Half a pig. Holy crap.
That's a big,
lot.
yeah. So it's also funny to me.
I want a flitch of bacon.
A year and a day, there's a mock trial. Like, imagine the judge.
Who's
do
on
you
the
love
jury?
her? Jerry, do you love Madison? Jerry says, "Yes, sir, I love Madison, sir." You're under oath.
Madison?
No, I don't love Madison. And you don't get bacon. That's the outcome. Like, Jerry and Madison.
Can you cut that out?
What?
I tried to quietly burp, but I think everybody heard it in the background.
I'm going to leave it in and say it again.
That was so gross.
That's funny.
It was so quiet, but I could hear it faintly in my ears.
I didn't even hear it. That's funny. If you had brought it up, no one would have noticed. That's great. I'm not going to cut it out. It's good.
Make it louder, Colin.
Um,
It'll be like an earth-shattering burp.
Okay, in Little Dunmow, married couples would prove that neither one of them regretted their marriage. Okay, so they prove it. How would they prove it?
Holding hands in front of
They would kneel in front of the churchyard on 2 hard and pointed stones.
Oh, no.
And they would proceed to take an oath in front of monks and the town inhabitants. So is the mouth back, Katie?
Yeah.
Katie, would you be willing to kneel on pointed stones while monks and townspeople heckle you and take oaths of love for a half
I would do anything.
It
Honestly,
depends on who I'm oathing to.
honestly, 2 things. One,
I would do that for my dog Wallace.
2 things. One, I would do anything for love. 2, it's a free half a pig. Like, a little bit of knee pain is worth a half a pig. That's a large
would
amount
agree.
of meat. And they were paraded around the town if it worked. So if they did it, they got a parade of
Wonder how often this happened.
I mean, I guess that's probably pretty often because marriages aren't rare, really.
I was gonna say, do you think it was like every day there was a new? And
Doesn't-
who had to give away that free bacon?
The Dunmow Flitch trial committee still exists, so there's still a committee for this tradition.
Can I get on the committee?
The Dunmow Flitch trial committee.
Yeah, how do I get on the committee?
It's still held in Great Dunmow, England. Okay, is it called Great Dunmow or Dunmow? Because half the time they call it Dunmow or Little Dunmow. See, it says Little Dunmow, Great Dunmow, and just Dunmow. So I think here they're just calling Dunmow Great. It's just an adjective. But only in a leap year, it is said that Little Dunmow. See, now it's Little Dunmow is the only location. Okay, so on leap years you can go and get on. So 4 years. Why did it earlier say every 3 to 4 years? It's 4 years. That's how leap years work. It's every 4 years.
These people are indecisive.
Some years it
I
leaps.
think it was 2 people that just combined, made this little website or whatever, and didn't really read each other's work, but just combined them together.
Yeah. Do you guys want to hear the saddest part of this entire thing?
Yeah, I do.
The celebration for National Flitch Day does not involve a trial and is just a reminder and acknowledgement of the tradition.
Bring back the trial.
Yeah, you've ruined it. There was one cool thing about your holiday, and you're
No,
like,
kneeling on the rocks was the cool thing.
yeah, they don't do that anymore. That's part of the trial.
Oh.
No monks, no heckling, no oaths, no rocks, just a parade and half a pig on a pedestal. There's actually an image at the top of this
That's a free
website
half a pig.
of a giant half a pig being paraded around by 4 men. You see the image?
That's
Katie?
actually kind of cute. Look at those men also devoted
Yeah,
to love.
They're all in their, like, it looks like Carhartt robes.
They're monks, Colton. Live them be.
They're not monks. Monks don't wear cowboy hats, and all these people are wearing cowboy hats.
Monks and cowboy hats. That's my new hit series.
That's my new religion. It's called monks and cowboy hats. It's a hit religion.
A hit religion?
Yeah.
Colton, your hair looks nice.
Thank you, Katie.
You're welcome,
Is
Colton.
this Katie's compliment corner?
This is Katie's compliment corner.
Triple C's. Here she is. It's Katie's compliment corner.
Caiden, I'm sure your hair looks nice too. I just can't see you.
Oh yeah, Caden's hair looks nice. All right.
Thank you very
Caiden.
much for the so great compliment
Yeah.
cornerness.
That was really good. Caden, what'd you learn today?
I learned that the tradition of the half pig is dying.
Is dying. Is almost dead. Katie, what'd you learn?
I learned that to prove your devotion to your loved one, you should, after 1 year and 1 day of marriage, go to a church. I think it was a church.
Yeah.
And kneel on sharp pointed rocks
Yeah.
whilst onlookers heckle you, and the monk will give you half a pig
Yes.
as as a reward for loving each other still.
And I'd like to point out, it's not pointy rocks, it's pointed rocks. So somebody made these rocks pointy specifically for kneeling.
They could just be naturally pointed and
That's fair. I learned that I could name my Skype call "Eat Crap and Die," and no one will say anything about it for an entire podcast.
I figured you named it that.
Yeah, I did. Did you think Skype just randomly gave us the name "Eat Crap and Die"? on
No,
our
I
Skype
know
call?
it's your favorite insult because it's an insult but also a to-do list.
Yes, exactly. That's how I feel about it. All right. Thank you guys all so much for listening to 445. Katie, they want to follow us on Instagram and TikTok because we are hilarious and we talked about flitches and that sort of thing.
And love.
And love. We talked about, here's a
This
list
is
of
a
all the
love
things we talked about today.
podcast.
We talked about love, talked about pigs, talked about rocks, talked about monks, talked about Flitch, talked about
A moth.
a moth, talked about compliments. What did we talk about at the beginning of the episode? Something I told Caden something at the very beginning.
I ran to get a drink and everyone.
Oh yeah,
you
Kate,
told
we
everybody.
talked about drinks. We talked about Katie's silent burp. It was a great podcast. You guys want to see more of our great podcast stuff on Instagram and TikTok. So Katie, they should send it there.
Go to the search bar and follow the sound of my voice. When I say letter type, when I say number two, ready, go. FOR445 PODCAST.
And on Twitter.
And on Twitter, go to the search bar, go to follow the sound of my voice. When I say letter type, when I say number two, ready, go. FOR445 _ PODCAST. Colton, if you're going to say it at the same time as me, at least get it right.
There's an underscore there. I forgot about it.
I know you did.
I put it there and I forgot about it. All right. Thank you guys so much for listening. 445. I'm Colton Pratt.
I am Katie Pratt.
I am Caiden.
No rush. Go slush.
Check your wiener. Hot dog.
I love you.
Yeah. Katie, is it working? Oh, Katie left.
Are you beautiful people ready to record?
Absolutely.
Sure thing.
welcome to the almighty 4445. This is a 15-minute celebration to get you to the greatest time of the day, 5 o'clock. I am your host, Caiden Vandegrift.
I am your other host, Colton Pratt. And today, I'm going to explain real fast. Our normal host who goes second had to wake up at 4:30 today and worked for multiple hours and has passed out before the time of recording, which is at 10 o'clock at night. And I do not blame her. So we have a special guest, never been on the show before, never been seen. You guys will be surprised by who it is. Famous person. Show yourself.
It's Grace, guys.
It's Grace. You know her. You love her. Hyping her up. It's what I do. Woo.
Manager, girlfriend.
Manager, girlfriend. Good news, guys. Before I go any farther, I have a great news to tell you. Two things. One, I now have a button that makes a bleep for when for swear words, so I can say something like "Grace is the best," and you don't even know what I said right
Don't
then.
laugh at that.
And
Don't laugh, Grace.
I also have a special
Don't
button.
laugh.
I also have a special button that mutes everybody who's not in the room with me, so they can't hear what I'm saying. So I can, if I ever wanted to secretly talk to the audience and you two can't hear me, I could. Just be ready.
Really?
Yes, I'm not going to do that because that does not sound like a good comedy thing to do. But just
That actually would be really funny.
just know that I have the option.
Wait, would they'll be recording the two of us?
I have no idea. Haven't tested it. I actually don't have a button assigned to it. I just have the power to assign a button to it. So I can't even test it right now. So I shouldn't have brought it up. That was my bad. I made a big mistake.
Okay, Caiden, let's get into the day.
You have a question for us, Caiden? Caiden, I need you.
I do.
Yeah, baby.
This is the question.
Ready?
Okay.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Get this picture in your head.
Picturing.
You are in an empty void of space. You are going to space jail. Ask me why.
Space jail? Why? Ooh, space jail. Is that like space
You're going
jail?
to space jail because you decided to rob the space bank, which was full of deodorant.
Oh, deodorant, space deodorant. Got it.
I thought you said full of Gromy.
Do you
No,
sweat in
it
space?
hasn't been invented yet.
Do you sweat in space?
It's in prototype.
I think.
Wouldn't it just stick
Wait,
to your body
wait.
and like bubble like water? Like it doesn't fall down because there's no gravity.
Why would
Oh,
you be sweating in space? Isn't it like negative like a million degrees?
Yeah,
Well,
but
like,
you're
if
still
you get
exerting
hot-
energy. Yeah, you're still exerting energy to do stuff.
You're still floating around, moving your body.
Move your body right next to mine. Feel the beat as we're lost in time. Okay, Caden, sorry, continue. Deodorant in space, got it.
You are sentenced to the death penalty.
Okay. Space death.
Dun dun dun.
Ask me how they're gonna kill you.
How are they gonna kill
How
you?
are they gonna murder me?
Kill.
They're gonna take a little rock and they're gonna throw it at your little spacesuit helmet, and it's gonna make a crack in your little spacesuit helmet, and you're gonna slowly run out of oxygen.
There's an
This is,
imposter among.
This sounds like a really, really, really phobia-ridden question. Being stuck in space, being in jail in space, so being confined and in space, and then being your air sucked out slowly in space. This feels like every phobia combined.
You want to hear something crazy?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It has nothing to do with phobia.
I
Oh.
love crazy.
What is today?
I haven't even gotten to the
Wait,
question yet.
wait, yeah.
Oh, what's the
No.
question?
The question is, you have a last meal. What would be a non-American meal you would pick?
Sauerkraut. Wiener
What?
Schnitzel.
That is
Something
disgusting.
from Italy.
Something from Italy. So
What would it be?
noodles.
Yeah.
What
Sweet.
kind?
Italian.
Spaghetti pasta.
Italian.
noodles.
Okay,
Why, Caden?
just a noodle.
What would yours be, Caden?
Mine would be a fortune cookie because today is National Fortune Cookie Day.
Aww.
But
Okay.
fortune
That's
cookies
cute.
would be a terrible last supper.
meal. Yeah.
But
What-
it just fit in. Not really, but it
what
kind
if
of
you
fit in.
what if you cracked the fortune cookie and it said you are facing imminent death or something like that? Wouldn't that be wild? You cracked it
But-
open on your last final meal and it says this is your last meal. Like that'd
It would be even more wild if it was like, you have 10 years to live.
Your life will be long and prosperous. Like that'd be a kick in the nards if your fortune cookie opened up and said something of the opposite of what's happening. So yeah, it's fortune cookie day. Do you have it?
So, sorry.
Go ahead.
So, like, when you guys were younger, did you ever keep the fortune out of the fortune cookies?
No,
Heck no.
I garbage them every time.
You guys aren't one of those guys who, like, just only look at the fortune, right? You actually eat the cookie, right?
Yeah, I had the cookie.
I didn't really look at the fortune, honestly.
It was more cookie than fortune for us.
Yeah, same, actually.
Good. One time, I remember when I forget what birthday it was, but for my party, what I did was me, Caiden, my family, and one other 2 adults that I'm friends with, we went to a hotel to spend the night. That was our like special thing. And so we swam in the pool and stuff. And for dinner, I had Panda Express, and my mom had bought a pound bag of like, not a pound, but like 100 fortune cookies or something. So Caden and I just like went through fortune cookies like it was our job. Do you remember this, Caden?
I remember the birthday party. I actually have a story from it.
Oh, okay. So when we were doing fortune cookies, I remember out of the 100, about 4 of them didn't have a fortune at all. And even though we had opened like 25 each, we still felt gypped every time that there was not a fortune in one.
Aww.
We were like, "Are you kidding me? No fortune?" And we're like, "Yeah, you've already had 30 fortunes. Like you are fortunate enough right now, Colton, younger Colton."
That's funny.
Anyway, Caden,
My story
tell me the story.
is, I remember, wasn't this the time where you first got your iPhone?
Yeah.
Because I remember you got one, and I was like, dude, I want one of those so bad. And then we played some game that was on your phone, and it was like a shooting, like an alien game, and you had like a little gun that came with it, and you held it up to your phone, and you used the camera.
It was like alternate, no, not alternate, AR, augmented reality. So like, it would show aliens in your room on your little phone that you had to shoot everything. I remember that.
What phone did you get?
It was a super young one. It was a super like old one. I think it was an iPhone though. It was like one of the first iPhones, I think. Anyway, I don't know. Anyway, that game was super fun. I remember playing it occasionally until my dog chewed off the sensors that touched your screen, so it didn't work anymore. Also, at
that was also when you set up your. Was that when you set up your voicemail?
I think it was close.
This is Colin Pratt. You missed me.
It was really close. Yeah, my voicemail is still.
I'm Colin Pratt, and you missed me.
My voicemail is still from when I was really little. Yeah, so people like to play it for me, for themselves, and for their friends to make fun of me. So that's pretty fun. That birthday party, the pool in the condo, or not the condo, the apartment was like an indoor-outdoor pool, so you could swim underneath of a wall and you'd end up outdoors. But my birthday is in January, so it was freezing cold. And so I remember Caden and I had a game where the whole entire game was we'd go outside to where it was cold, we would get out of the pool, and we would stand there and see who could stand out in the winter air the longest.
I remember that.
Yeah, we were dripping wet, and we were like shivering. I remember I won. I think I won every time, but I might have lost like once. And I remember being every time I would win, my celebration would be going, yeah, and jumping into the water and swimming under the wall. It was fun.
Yeah.
That's a great celebration. I'm sure it was very thought out.
Yeah. So like, imagine in those movies when there's like a freeze frame. Have you seen The Breakfast Club?
Nope.
Yeah.
1 second, I'm gonna sneeze. Oh.
Bless you.
In the breakfast, back to it. In The Breakfast Club, there's like a freeze frame on the final moment where he punches his fist in the sky. Now imagine that, but he was jumping into the pool, and it freeze frames as he was jumping. That's what my kid brain was picturing me doing. I was freeze framing into the pool, and you know, it was good. Do you know what else? That was a fun trip I took when I was little.
No.
What?
No. I want to say something.
Oh, I was gonna tell everybody about a good trip booking platform they can use.
Yeah, but you've been. You know what? That's
Yeah. I went on a trip to that hotel when I was little, but if you want to go on a trip, you shouldn't just go to a nearby hotel. You should use Omio, because today's our sponsor is Omio. Omio is a travel booking platform that makes planning a journey in Europe and North America effortless. Caden, what do you need to do?
Just enter your travel details in, and Omnio will magically give you all the train, bus, flight, and ferry options for your journey. It's never been simpler to book your first real vacation for 2021. Best of all, using Omnio saves you time and money. That's a win-win in our books.
Grace.
Grace, tell us what Omnio wants to help us leave your summer by.
Well, it'll help you leave your house this summer by offering 5% off your next booking. Just head to omnio.com, that's omio.com, and use the code OMI0, no,
OMIO.
OMIO5 at checkout. Valid until July 31st, which is coming up soon.
So get your
For
booking.
new users on all modes of transport, it's just the pick-me-up 2021 needs.
I want to make it clear, Omnio will not help you leave this summer. It'll help you leave your house this summer. Caden said, ask Grace to tell him how Omnio will help him leave the summer. You'll stay in summer in every country you go to.
I corrected him.
Plan,
don't.
Omnio, plan, book, and love the journey. Journey, not journey. Terms and conditions, oh boy, golly, do they apply. So you should go use that. Grace, you had something you were going to tell me before we went to the Omnio. What was you going to say?
I wanted to ask the listeners to comment on our Instagram post or our Twitter, and a question for you guys. So, I don't know, Caden, you should answer this too, but Colton and I, both of our families, when we're talking about Panda Express, we just say Panda. So, do you guys do that too? Let us know.
Great.
I call it Panda Express.
You say Express?
Really?
I say Panda Express Incorporated.
Oh. He says copyright Panda Express.
I just state the entire copyright statement.
He says Panda Express, started by an immigrant family in 1973, there's a whole thing about it on all Panda places. The joke died because I couldn't remember how it actually went.
Oh, I have a story about Panda Express. I think Colton was there.
What?
So me and Colton were going to the drive-thru, and they were like, "Would you like to donate money to charity?" And I was like, "Not today." And then she was like, "Well, would you like to round up?" And I was like,
That's
"Sure."
the same.
So they asked me two different times if I wanted to round up or donate to charity. I just thought it was funny.
Did you say yes the second time or no?
Yeah, I said yes the second time. 'Cause it was like 2 cents.
They bullied you. They bullied Caden into donating to charity. Like, I do remember being there and thinking it was also very funny because it was literally, "You want to donate to charity today? No, thank you. Would you like to round up?" Sure. Like, it was, they peer pressured Caden into giving money to charity.
And I remember it was literally like 1 cent or something. Like, it was like nothing.
It was basically nothing. I think it's very funny that they were like,
They were very pushy. They really, really wanted my 1 cent.
well, they got it from you, so they did a good job.
They did.
All right.
They did.
Guys,
What, Grace?
shout out to Gavin. That's my brother. His favorite restaurant is Panda Express.
Awesome.
Is
All right.
Panda Express really a restaurant though?
It's fast food, barely counts. All right.
Yeah.
Shut up and thank you for listening to 4 for 45. Caden, what'd you learn today?
I learned that Gavin likes Panda Express also. I learned that you guys like noodles.
Yeah. Grace
Yeah.
does.
One singular noodle.
Grace, what did you learn?
I learned that you need to start doing that champion pose more often.
Okay. And I learned that this was a good episode. So thank you guys all so much for listening to today's episode of 445. Katie isn't here to tell us, and Grace was very excited to do her job to stand in for Katie. So Grace, if they
Grace,
want to
don't
find
mess
us,
up. If
don't
you
mess
mess
up.
up,
If they want to
I'll
find
my
us
God.
on Instagram and TikTok, where should they go?
All right, everyone, follow the sound of my voice. Go to the search bar on Instagram or TikTok. Go to the search bar and type. When I say a letter, type a letter. When I say a number, type a number. Ready, go. FOR445 PODCAST. Now go to Twitter and go to the search bar. And when I say a letter, type a letter. When I say a number, type a number. Ready, go. FOR445 underscore PODCAST.
That was perfect.
Good job.
Thank you. And that's how you know I'm your guys' biggest fan.
That was amazing. Good job, everybody. Thank you
Actually,
guys.
I'm our biggest fan.
Whatever.
I am Spartacus. Thank you guys all so much for listening to 4 for 45. I have been Colton Pratt.
I am Caden Vandergrift.
And
We're
I'm
both
Grace.
Calvinists.
Oh.
Say your name again.
No, what did Caden say?
I don't know. What'd you say,
All right.
Cade?
I said I'm your mortal enemies.
Mortal enemies. Who's the third person here?
Grace.
No rush. Go slush.
Check your wiener. Hot dog.
Hot dog. I love you.
Okay, that was my stomach.
Are you guys ready to record?
Yep.
Yes, ma'am.
Cool. Hello and welcome to 445. It's a 15-minute celebration to get you to 5 o'clock. I'm your host, Colton David Pratt, and I'm so glad that you're here today. I am so happy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. I'm Katie Pratt, your second host, your best friend. I always go second, unless I'm doing the question, which I'm not today.
Yeah.
I'm Caiden. I'm your third and almighty host.
Almighty.
Are you plugging your nose, Kanan?
Yep.
Why is that, buddy?
I don't know. I kind of just felt like it.
Yeah, it's always really funny.
Because when you plug your nose, you can't kind of talk normal. Just it's harder than normal. Because this is me talking normal with my nose plugged.
Just choose not to.
Yeah, it's more fun.
To talk nasally. All right. So today, how are you guys doing?
I am so sleepy.
Oh, I'm sorry. So am I. Actually.
I'm also pretty sleepy.
Oh wow. Today we're just all gonna be.
We should just take a nap today. It's gonna be Colton just edited in a royalty-free lullaby.
For 15 minutes.
Everyone, just close your eyes.
No, today is a day of celebration.
No, celebrating naps.
Katie?
I feel like we've done National Nap Day.
Yeah, I think probably we have. Katie, I need you to get excited and pump up your energy. Okay?
Did you just bleep out a word?
Oh, yeah, I said freaking underneath of it, but I bleeped it for sure.
That was jarring.
Did it scare you?
Yeah, it startled me out of my sleep.
Oh, good. Now you're awake? Well, do you know what? I have a question for you, Katie.
Okay, tell me the question, dum-dum.
When you're feeling down,
I didn't mean to call you dum-dum.
what do you do to make yourself feel better?
What do I do when I'm feeling down?
Yes.
I usually go outside to my... Are you yawning at my story?
No. Oh,
Kaden.
I was faking on it.
Guys, I should
I
not-
just breathed in.
Wait, I am yawning.
Oh, geez. Yeah, we are listeners. We're tired today for a multitude of reasons. Katie's just tired too because
Hey, that's not fair. I've been going to work.
You didn't work today.
Well, I worked the other days.
You didn't work today, though.
I know.
Yesterday you took the day off because you were too tired from work, and today you're just tired.
I didn't take the day off from work. I took the day off from podcast.
Yeah.
The podcast might be your full-time job, but I have other job.
Me for the last 4 days have been spending my day helping preschoolers play games at a local VBS, and preschoolers do not like to follow directions. I'll save it for the end for Colton's complaining corner, though. Today, Katie, what do you do when you feel bad? I won't yawn.
Okay, what I do when I feel bad, I go outside and I find my dog and I give him a really big hug. And usually he doesn't love it, but he tolerates it because he thinks that I'm gonna throw the ball for him. And I usually do. I do throw the ball for him because I feel bad
Good.
that I've harassed him with my love.
That's gross sounding. Kaden, what do you do when you feel bad?
Someone got a text.
Kaden,
Yes.
what do you do when you feel bad to cheer yourself up?
I don't think that was a text. I think that was me rubbing my phone on my.
Oh, on your
Did
stomach.
you rub your phone on your stomach?
Yeah, it's sitting on my. It was sitting on my stomach. I forgot.
Sometimes it feels good to use your phone as a masseuse on your stomach.
You know, when I'm sad, I put my phone on my stomach.
Yeah, it's
No, I'm
the
just kidding.
the
When I'm
vibration.
sad. Wait, what? Wait, it's when I feel down, right?
Yeah, when you feel down.
Isn't that the same thing as sad?
Yeah, pretty much.
When I feel down, I take a big jump.
Jump,
I jump.
just up and down vertically.
I just jump once.
Oh, one big jump.
It helps you go up when you're
Oh,
feeling
yeah,
down.
that was a bad joke. Was that your joke? It helps you jumping goes up when you feel down.
Yep, that's exactly what I was going for.
How do we do a comedy podcast if that's the
That
level?
was gonna be my joke, but then I went with something real.
That was gonna be your
That
joke
was
too,
top tier comedy.
guys. This is bad. We are like on the verge of death, apparently. My thing I do when I'm feeling down is two things. One, I do nothing, or two, I eat bad food. And today it wouldn't even be a sad sight to see me eating sad food while crying, because today is National Junk Food Day. The crying can be separate, but at least we're eating junk food on the right day. Woohoo!
What junk food did you eat today?
Me?
Yeah.
I mean, technically, I ate Cane's, and that's not great for you, and I ate McDonald's, and that's not great for you. So yeah, today I did not eat great, for sure.
You guys want to know what I ate?
Yeah.
I do want to know what I ate. That's
Any
what
junk
you
food?
ate. That is
There's a slight story behind it.
okay.
Okay.
Please
It's
tell
very,
me.
very short.
Okay, tell
I
me.
went on a walk
Yes.
to the gas station,
Uh huh.
and I got a Snickers ice cream bar.
I love those.
You walked there?
They are literally the greatest thing ever.
They are
it was
literally-
pretty far.
Last time I was at the lake, I also got a Snickers ice cream bar.
It was so good.
They're
Wow.
delicious.
That does sound like very good. I want one now.
I had a can of peaches.
That's not junk food. That's healthy food.
No, it is not. It
Oh.
was so sweet.
No,
It was like when you put together all the peach slices that you eat from the can of peaches, it's like 3 peaches.
That's funny. You got lots of peaches you ate?
I would never eat 3 peaches in real life, but if they come in canned form, I sure would.
I
those are so good.
I only ever eat fruit, like canned fruit or frozen fruit, with chopsticks.
Why?
Because if I eat them with a fork, especially if the fork is metal, it makes them smell bad.
I don't think that's true. I think that's in your head.
I've been doing it since I was really little.
It makes them
That is
smell
weird.
bad.
Yeah, it makes it smell really bad.
I knew you did
Especially
it.
if they're like mandarin oranges.
I knew you eat it with chopsticks, but I thought you just liked the way it felt. I didn't realize that it was because it smells bad.
Because the fork smells bad.
Oh my goodness, Katie, you're so weird. I love that. Oh,
I don't understand how that works.
I don't. Yeah, it's some chemical reaction.
Yeah, it does.
I remember one time when we were little, Katie and I, for just like 2 days, got really into working out, and we wanted to get a healthy snack. So we grabbed a can of canned pears. We both ate a can of pears, and our mom got mad at us because she thought we were going to share one can of pears, but no, we both ate an individual can.
I don't remember that at all.
Oh, I did. We did
That is a
P90.
very, very weird thing
Yeah,
to memorize.
Katie and I did
for
it.
this long.
Katie and I did a P90X. Got really into working out. Decided we wanted to be buff, and to get buff, we had to eat fruit, and so we found canned pears and ate them.
Oh, that was disgusting.
Yeah, I am,
You gotta get rid of that.
guys.
Colton's got a lot of bodily
Colton,
functions going
Yeah.
on right now.
Beep that guy right out.
You don't want the cop in there?
No, Colton just coughed and it sounded gross, and I just saved all of you listeners from hearing it.
Okay.
It was like he was honking something.
I
up.
know.
Yeah. When I was, speaking of honking something, when we were little, Cade, you remember being in the pool? And one time, I forget if you got held underwater or if you had just been underwater for a long time. Knowing me, it was probably held underwater. But you came up coughing, and then you coughed a bunch of times and sounded like a goose. And then the rest of the vacation, anytime that you could just learn. There it is.
Literally can do it. That's just one of the
can
things
do
that
it.
Caden can
You
do.
just blow out really hard.
Yeah.
No.
He honestly,
You're gonna blow out your lungs one day and be like, "Oh my goodness, what do I do with these?"
the thing is,
Put
I
them
feel
back
like
in.
when I do that, I feel like I want to puke. I feel like it's activating my puke senses.
You have puke senses.
Yeah, it's like Spidey senses, but for puking.
Mm,
Caden, I said I couldn't remember if it was being held underwater or not. I remember now. It was being held underwater because I held you underwater for a long time and you came up coughing.
Why
And
would
we
you
were
hold him
playing that
underwater?
dunking game.
I probably played
We
a dunking
did play a
can.
dunking game.
That game was so fun.
It was really fun and dangerous.
Yeah. Well, I remember feeling bad for how long I held you underwater because you came up coughing. And I was like, oh no. And then you honked and I was like, that's funny. And so I laughed at that to try and divert the attention from the fact that I just held you underwater for a long time. And it worked. And
Colton tried to drown me.
yeah,
Colton
honestly,
literally tried to
If
tried to
Colton
kill.
would have drowned me, I wouldn't have been here, and the podcast would never have been a thing.
yeah, it wouldn't
would
have been
not
nearly
have-
as funny. Honestly, I probably would be a lot sadder a lot more of the time if I had murdered my friend. Yes.
Probably.
Yeah.
Deep
Colton
depression.
probably wouldn't be here today either.
Yeah, honestly, you probably would be in a deep depression if I had murdered Caden. Yes, absolutely. So I'm glad that hasn't happened. Any time I think of a memory of me and Caden as little, I was just a bully to Caden. Like,
No,
That's
you
'cause I
were.
was way smaller than
Well,
yeah, well, when
you
we,
were kind of.
yeah, I remember. I have a memory. We were at my grandma's house and we played sumo wrestling on her carpet, where the little rug was the zone. If you went out of the rug, you lost. And I was just way bigger than Caden, so I could just pick him up and put him outside the rug. So I just won over and over and over. Like it wasn't great. It doesn't seem
Yeah.
didn't
You're
seem very
secretly
fair.
the reason that Caden got swole.
Yeah, am I the reason you're swole
Seriously,
again?
see, 'cause the
Maybe.
relentless tormenting
like-
as a child, you made him determined to get big.
That was my fuel to keep going. I was
Yeah.
like, remember those times when Colton just messed you up
At
because you were
sumo.
smaller than him?
Sumo, yeah. Man, how are we still friends, Kane? Now I feel like there's some that are just like really just straight up mean that I don't want to share because it makes me sound like a really bad friend. I promise I'm a
One
good.
time, Me and Colton were doing a 3-legged race. This has definitely been on the podcast.
Yeah, we talked about this before.
And I fell, and Colton drugged me the rest of the way.
Over
I
the
was
sand?
watching the video like yesterday.
One time, I'll tell stories all the times I've been mean to Caden. Just
This
know,
is so sad.
listeners-
Colton, you guys are best friends.
listeners, just know,
Okay?
Caden and I are like really good friends. Like we're brothers basically. We're buddies. Don't worry, we are not. We are not hating each other. One time, Caden would say, I forget what the word was, but he said the same word a lot. Like
I think it was just I don't think it was like a real
it was
word.
something. But anyway, he didn't like it and I didn't like it, so I put a bracelet on him. And anytime he would say it, I would snap his wrist with the bracelet, which is so
A
mean.
rubber band.
Which is so mean. One time, let me think. I'm trying to think of other times I was mean to you, Caden. Before I keep going, Caden, are you okay with this?
Yeah, I don't care.
Okay, one time we were at my grandma's house and Caden was using
Wait,
the
I have something to say.
Tell me.
All the times you've been mean to me, I've just been taking it out on you when you go tubing.
Oh, right. That's true. Caden drives the boat. He does kind of destroy us, so that makes sense. One time, I don't know if this was mean. It's just a story.
Caden was never mad though. Caden was always like,
Oh, yeah, he was our buddy. Like, no, most of the games that we played, he was like on board for, but they just ended up me being a bully was the game. Like, he was fine with the games, but they were all not great. There was one time that we were at my grandma's house, and Caden went to the bathroom. He went pee in the bathroom, but the door doesn't latch there. And I didn't mean to, but I did lean on the door, and it opened, and I saw Caden using the bathroom. And then I was like, do you pull your pants down when you pee? And he was like, yeah, sometimes. And then,
did you guys?
that no,
This was an intimate
this was-
moment
no,
that you've never told anyone
yeah,
before?
this was after he got out, after he left. I asked him, and then I was like, "That's weird. I don't pull my pants all the way down." And then later the next day, I pulled my pants all the way down to go pee, and I was like, "I need to apologize to Caden because I definitely do. I didn't need to bully him for that." So
Aw.
Caden, I'm sorry. I do pull my pants down when I pee.
I don't want to know this, guys, about either of you.
I to this day pull my pants all the way down to my ankles when I pee.
In urinals, at airports, at urinals, at school.
At school.
That anyway. All right. Thank you guys for listening. Can I do a Colton's complaining corner really
Wait,
fast?
is it over?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, we talked a lot about bullying Caden. Can
Aw.
I do a Colton's complaining corner really fast?
Caden should get to do his complaining corner after
Yes,
all that.
but I want to complain.
Nah.
So it's the
Can you guys hear me
it
very
comes.
well?
Yeah, the triple C's. It's Colton's complaining corner.
The name changes every time. That's Katie's complaint.
Okay. Well, my complaint is that preschoolers are impossible to work with. And today I was supposed to be teaching them a game, and I was doing it, and there was a group that wasn't listening, and I was like, that's fine. They'll start playing and they'll get it. And then when the time came that I needed them to listen, I said, okay, everybody zip your lips. And they all zipped them, except for one kid who looked at me and did his hand backwards to what I was doing and said, unzipped, and started talking again. And I was like, his name is Glorious. It's a great name.
Glorious?
Yeah, it's a great name.
Whoa.
I said, hey,
That's a
Glorious.
terrible name.
I said, Glorious, you need to zip your lips. And he said, unzipped. I was like, Glorious, please zip your lips. Unzip. And so I eventually just yelled over his conversation because I was, this was my third group and I was just about done with preschoolers for the day. So yeah, I just started talking over Glorious. All right. Thank you guys all so much for listening to 445 and dealing with my complaints. Katie,
Yeah.
Instagram and TikTok,
One time when I was running a VBS group, I had a kid who would spit on the other kids.
Oh no,
Yeah.
that's not good.
No.
Katie, I want to find us on Instagram and TikTok. Where should they go to
They
find
should
it? Mm-hmm.
go to the search bar of Instagram and TikTok and type in, when I say a letter, type a letter. When I say a number, type a number. Already go. FOR445 PODCAST. And then on Twitter, go to the search bar. When I say a letter, type a letter. When I say a number, type a number. Already go. FOR445 _ PODCAST.
Awesome. Good job, Katie.
Thank you very much.
Kaden, what'd you learn today?
Good job, T.
Thanks, Caden.
Oh, we went out of order.
Yeah. What did you learn?
I learned that Caden was bullied as a child, and he doesn't even remember any of it.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Obviously did not
Clearly
have a
it wasn't-
great lasting
clearly it
effect
wasn't that
on him.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it was weird because it impacted me because I always felt that afterwards. So I remember all of the times. I don't know why I did it every time, but I always felt bad. Katie, what'd you learn?
I don't think you mean to. I think you just have like a really
Aggressive spirit.
personality. Yeah.
Yeah. What'd you learn, Katie?
I don't even remember what today's day was.
Oh, it was junk food day.
Oh, I learned that it's National
Oh,
Junk
yeah.
Food Day.
Nice. Okay.
I have a very specific memory of going to my grandparents' house with Caden and Colton. This is one time that Colton was nice to Caden. We went on a picnic, and Caden ate cauliflower, and both Colton and I were like, disgusting.
Oh.
It was raw cauliflower.
It was good.
Kaden, do you remember that?
Yeah, I remember that.
Kaden only remembers the good times.
Also, I remember one time someone made jerky. I took a big piece thinking I like it, and I did not like it at all. And I took a bite off of it. I was like, this is disgusting. And I went to go put it back in the bag. And Colt was like, did you bite off that? I was like, no.
And did you put it back?
And I put it back.
No, Caiden.
Was that? Was it at my grandparents' house?
Yep.
It's
Caiden.
probably deer jerky.
Yeah, Caiden.
Yeah, I like it.
That's so funny. I learned that Caiden lied about biting that jerky. All right, thank you guys
Caiden's
all
secretly been getting his revenge for years.
spitting in my food.
In small
Yeah.
ways.
Thank you guys all so much for listening to 4 for 45. I've been Colton Pratt.
I'm Katie Pratt.
I'm Caiden.
No rush, go slush.
Back your wiener hot dog.
I love you.
Hi.
Good job, Caiden. Proud of you.
Hey, are you guys ready to record?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, Papa.
Oh. Hey, are you guys ready to record?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, Papa.
Oh.
I didn't
Hi.
realize I said yes, Papa until we listened to it.
I always forget too. Oh, hello, everybody. I'm Katie Pratt. I am your host, and I normally go second unless I'm going first. Unless, yeah, and that's today.
That's how I normally go. I normally go first unless I'm going somewhere other than first. And my name is Colton Pratt. I forgot to say that.
Hello, all. My name is Caiden.
Hi, Caiden. How are you?
I'm pretty good today. Oh, I have a story
Tell me it.
before we start.
Tell me the story.
So I was driving on the highway.
Oh no.
I normally don't. I don't go very fast, right? I don't drive very fast. I normally go like 5 over on the highway.
Okay.
I'm going 4 over in the left lane, right? 4 over. Speed limit 70. I'm going 74.
In the
Okay.
left lane?
And all of a sudden,
You should-
yeah.
Okay.
Well, because everyone slowed down. I was like, why is everyone slowing down? I get over the left lane. There's a cop sitting there. I'm like, I'm good. I'm only going 4 over. He pulls out it behind me.
Oh no.
I was like, no, he's not gonna pull me over. He is not gonna pull me over. He didn't.
Oh,
Okay. Good.
But I was like, no way he's gonna pull me over for going 4 over. But it looked like I was going crazy because everyone else was going like 65
Yeah.
because they all slammed on their brakes.
That's
But
funny.
we survived. And he like, because I got in the center lane and he sped past me. Actually, he sat behind me for a second. Like, not behind me. He was in the left lane. I was in the center lane, but he was behind me.
Mhm.
And then he went past me and then got in some different spot. So, yeah. But he freaked the crap out of me.
Have you
I would be freaked out.
Caden, have you seen the TikTok? And it's a guy and he's like walking through some grass and all of a sudden he comes up on a cop sitting in like a fold-up chair next to like a highway, and the guy just goes, "Be careful if you're driving on this road." And the cop about pees himself, like he jumped so big because apparently this dude just snuck up on the cop watching traffic in a fold-up chair.
That's funny.
Yeah, it's a very good TikTok. It's solid. Katie,
Yeah.
you are supplying us with the day today. We all three already know what it is.
Before I have a quick a quick story to tell.
I have a quick story to hear.
Okay. I was at work. I work at Starbucks.
Starbucks.
And I was at work,
Starbucks.
and it was like
Katie's a barista.
I'm a barista.
She's a barista.
It was like 7:45 in the morning.
Nice.
There was nobody in the store, and the line was kind of going slow.
Yep.
And this old man walks in, and he's like, "Is there a manager here?" And my shift supervisor, who's not like the manager of the store, but she was the person in charge, walked over and she's like, "That would be me." She's like 8 months pregnant, so she just like waddled over to him.
Okay. Is that pertinent to the story, or do you just
No,
want
I
us?
just
you want us to have a
setting
good
the
mental
scene.
picture?
I'm just setting the scene.
Got
and
it, got it.
And he's like, "Well, you're probably gonna want to have a seat for this." And so she's like, "Oh no!" And so she went and sat down with him, and then they talked. I heard them talking, and and then he like gave her a card, and he sounded really upset. And I didn't hear what they were saying until she waddled back over from their little conversation. Turns out he believes that he was chemically poisoned by our dark roast coffee yesterday, because at 7:30 in the morning he came through yesterday and ordered a dark roast coffee and a
Chemically
sandwich.
poisoned?
It's what he says. Well, and then he handed her a card that's like, "I am a food health and safety consultant, and here's my card with my number on it." And he gave her his card, and he's like, "I'm gonna have to report the store." But
Chemically
he was
poisoned.
he's the only person
Yeah, why
who had
would he
this.
say that?
What does
Okay,
chemically
okay,
poisoned
here's
even
what,
mean?
Here's what he said. He said
Did he
there
have
must have
massive
been
diarrhea?
chemicals. Yes, he said there must have been chemicals in the dark roast coffee that he drank, because when he was pooping, which he pooped 40 times yesterday, he told us that he was on the toilet 40 times. He could
He
smell the
could've been
chemicals.
peeing.
He could
He
smell the
could've been peeing.
chemicals in his poop.
Oh yeah, you know when you smell your poop, you're like, chlorine.
Yeah.
Like what?
I love after I poop, I just lean down, get a big waft of my poop.
Yeah.
No, I just pick it up out of the toilet and smell it.
Yeah,
That's disgusting.
fresh.
That's disgusting.
Oh, question: is there such thing as like something other than chemically poisoned? Like
yeah,
what?
like he's like, that's the only thing I ate today was that coffee and that sandwich.
Okay,
Maybe
you,
that's why I
so
pooped.
he's
time out.
convinced.
You only ate coffee, dark
I
roast
know,
coffee, and
right?
said, "Oh, I pooped a lot. It must be poison." I think it's just because you only ate coffee, old man with bad digestion.
I know, like, this is the beginning of your IBS story. Get ready to embrace it. Like, this is not chemically poisoned. Like, the chemicals aren't even kept near that stuff. There's no way a chemical could have gotten into it unless
That's a great story.
unless the coffee urn thing like wasn't rinsed out well enough. But nobody else complained about it. And it's not like it wasn't old coffee because we change our coffee every 15 minutes.
That's often. Yeah, this man did not get chemically poisoned. I've decided.
I don't think he got chemically poisoned. I think he has a stomach bug and
drank
he
just
said-
dark roast for a day.
And he said, I never get sick, and that's how I know that this is not me just getting sick.
Caiden, who are the dogs with antlers behind you in your world?
Oh,
Those
So
are
on the
very
right,
cute. I
that's
was just
Bella.
looking at those.
that's Tito. And then in the middle it says, "Be the person your dogs think you are."
Okay, 2 questions. Why? One, why have on your wall they have pictures of 2 dogs? Their dogs are growing antlers. Why do they have antlers? Caiden's shrugging at the camera. He doesn't know.
Ask my mother.
Okay, why is Tito not orange?
They were black and white.
Oh well.
I
Okay.
have no idea
I guess
why.
it makes sense.
Also, she got us pillows.
It makes sense to be
For the
black
dog.
I
and
love
white.
the
I'll show
fact
you.
that your
I'll be back.
parents are obsessed with their dogs.
Uh,
I
Black-
mean, that makes sense, but
them,
like,
the pictures being black and white makes sense, but Bella's already black and white exclusively. So when Tito, it just looks like a different black dog and not Tito, which is their dog who is normally
Right.
quite orange. Let me see those pillows. Oh, it's cut out
This
around.
is
That's
The,
Tito.
adorable.
He is, I assume he is standing on the car.
He's
or on the
windswept.
boat, because you can tell he has
Yeah.
wind
yeah, he's windswept.
coming through. It's on both sides. It's the exact same thing.
It's also cut out
And this-
around the dog. It's not like a square pillow. It's like the
Bella
dog
doesn't
shaped
have
pillow.
any. Bella only has 2 legs.
Oh, what happened to the other legs?
I have no idea.
That's funny.
I could not tell you. I did not order these. I don't understand why they're there, but
Man,
that
so
was my
far,
mom.
so far, this episode has been a roller coaster. Speaking of roller coasters,
today is Cedar Point Day. It's not actually, it's just the day that we are all going to Cedar Point together.
yes, 4:45 gang will be at Cedar Point. If
We'll
you're
be
there,
at Cedar
you
Point.
should come say hi or like, get in a fight with me. But today we're going to be there and we're going to be celebrating Cedar Point because we're in a group chat about talking about Cedar Point and we managed to talk Caiden and I for like half an hour about our favorite rides just in texting. So we are going to just talk about it for 15 minutes in real world.
Actually, like 10 now. We've burned about 5 minutes.
Yeah, we've burned exactly 7 minutes. So we have about 8 minutes
a
of we have about 8 minutes of Cedar Point talk to go. Katie, what's your favorite ride?
The Millennium Force.
Millennium Force for me
one.
too. Yeah,
Good
it's a good one. I think that one's Caiden's
it's not
second
my
favorite.
favorite.
Yeah.
My favorite is Top Thrill Dragster. You know why?
Why?
Because
It's the tallest and fastest.
It's the tallest, the fastest, but also
Longest lines.
it's very thrilly.
Oh, and it's the top.
It is the very.
Honestly, it's probably the top
Because-
thriller.
Because if you stand in line for 2 hours, about 5 times the ride will break down. At least 5 times.
Oh yeah, and sometimes
Sometimes it doesn't even make it over the hump.
yeah, it doesn't
No,
make it.
yeah. Oh, that'd be so fun. I hope it doesn't
Yeah,
make it.
I
over
want
the
to.
hump.
Every time I ride it, I want to go backwards, back down. It seems
I
like
want
so
to
much fun.
experience it so bad.
And it's so funny because when you don't make it over, they're just like, okay, and shoot you again. There's like, well, you tried, go again, and I like that. There's a video online though where one time it did get stuck at the top where it like perfectly was balanced, and everybody in it had to start rocking their heads in time to
I don't
move
think
it
that
forward.
that's how they got out.
Well,
but-
somebody got it out, but there's a video of them doing that
They
to
were just
rock it. They're like,
Air swimming.
and there's a.
air swimming.
It was when Vine was big, and the
No,
Vine
that was not the Top Thrill Dragster. That
what
was
was it?
some. That was some
other roller coaster.
other roller coaster.
Well, there's a roller coaster where they're all rocking their heads to get it to move over a hump, and they put music to it, and so it looks like they're all dancing together. It's a very good Vine.
smart.
It's a solid Vine. But yes, you can get stuck on Top Thrill Dragster. If that happens, I'm assuming you just wait and hope that you don't
and
pass out.
and when you take off, you can't even breathe. You're like, because you're going so fast, and then you finally hit the hill, and you're like, "Aight, we good." And then you go back down, you're like,
Yeah, my
great ride.
is a great ride. One time we went on it with Katie's friend. Her name was Sarah. Sarah Did so good the entire day. We got all the way up to the
She'd
front.
like never ridden a roller coaster before.
Yeah, and we had gone through a bunch of rides that day. We got up to the front of the line, and she was doing fine. And all of a sudden, she just started like kind of crying.
She had like a panic attack
Yeah.
as we got strapped into the top of the dragster and like started pulling out of the thing. She started hyperventilating, and we were like, "Calm down,
Oh, no.
calm down, calm down." And she survived.
Yeah, of course. And it was super funny though, because there's lots of speed, and then you barely make it over the top every time. So like you get a pause at the top. At the top, it was dead silent from our entire ride, except for Sarah. Like there was a moment of dead silence, and then there was just a curdling shriek from Sarah right behind me.
Colton,
Like
what kind of curdling?
blood curdling,
That's the curdling.
milk
curdling.
curdling, milk curdling scream.
Gross.
Also, one time we were waiting for the top thrill, and I made a friend with one of the operators. I forget how. No, I asked.
Oh, we had been to Cedar Point multiple times that summer, and we had seen this particular operator multiple times because the operator looked like a 12-year-old boy, and then we expected the operator to sound like a boy, like a little tiny man. When the operator spoke, it turns out the operator was a little girl, and
Not
so
little,
when she
she's like
spoke,
18.
she
She's
had
like 18.
she had a little girl voice. And then Colton every time was like, "Whoa, that's unexpected." And then we saw her the next time, and Colton said hi, and then
I asked her. Oh, I remember. I asked her. She was on top throw. I said, "Do people pee in this very often?" And then she told a bunch of stories about having to clean pee out of the carts. And so we talked about pee with this lady for a while. So
people do pee in the Top Thrill Dragster. Fun fact.
yeah. So, but it gets
I
cleaned.
want to pee off the top thrill dragster, off the top.
Oh,
Gross.
Caiden,
That'd be
Caiden.
so fun.
So the Gatekeeper is a ride where you sit on the side of the track, like the middle section's the only thing on. The very last swoop, I was on the side that got really close to the ground, so it got real close, and I had developed a lot of phlegm through the 2-minute ride. It's actually 2 minutes and 48 seconds. I looked it up today. So I developed a lot of phlegm during the ride. So I spit it sideways right as it got like towards the ground, right as it was like super low to the ground. I spit sideways, and we came to us. It was like right at the end of the ride, and we like came to a stop. And right as we came to a stop, my friend named Stenna, who was sitting in the row behind us, yelled, "Guys!" We were like, "Yeah." She said, "Something wet just hit my eye." And so I had spit in my friend Stenna's eye directly, like, and so my reaction was to turn to the person I was sitting next to, whose name was Mason, and said, "I just spit." And then Mason just cackled the entire way in. Like there's like 30 seconds of just like slowly grinding in, and he was going like that, laughing like that, to the point that people in front of us thought the machine was making a funny noise. It was just Mason laughing. It was fun.
One time I was on the Gatekeeper, and very similar story. A bug flew in my mouth, so I spit, and one of my mom's friends was behind us, like directly behind me, and I was on the right. She was on the right one behind me, and I just went and spit, and it hit her right in the face.
That's
Gross.
terrible. Okay, so news. If you know if you're going to ride the Gatekeeper, ride the front seat or be ready to be spit on, apparently. Because so far, 2/3 of us have had spit stories. So very high percent. Hey, guys.
Yes.
Sometimes when you ride roller coasters too much, it'll give you back pain. And if that happens, you should go to today's sponsor, because today's sponsor is Relief Factor. Pain from everyday living, exercise, or just getting older is one of the leading causes of trips to the doctor and sleepless nights, or pain from roller coasters. It interferes with daily activities and can even keep us from spending time with the people we love at Cedar Point. If you have everyday pain, it stands to reason you should need something you can feel comfortable with taking every day. That's why doctors invented 100% drug-free Relief Factor. Caiden, go ahead.
Now, tens of thousands of customers are using Relief Factor every day to become mostly or completely pain-free. 100% drug-free Relief Factor features 4 key ingredients that each work on a different metabolic pathway to support your body's natural healing processes to respond to pain and inflammation.
Did the sentence 100% drug-free Relief Factor trip you up, Caiden? Because I feel like
Yes, it did.
I felt like there was a long.
Did I read that right?
Yeah, I felt like there was a long pause after that. Now you can try Relief Factor 2, the 3-week quick start. The 3-week quick start retail price of almost $70 is now available to our listeners for just $19.95. Head to the link in our show notes to find out more. Start your journey to better health and less pain today with Relief Factor. There are probably terms and conditions that apply, but they don't tell us to say that. So as far as I know, no terms or conditions. Thank you guys all so much for listening today. Katie, they want to listen to they want to get more multimedia experience with us.
Okay.
How would they do that?
Well, you would find our social medias on Instagram and TikTok at FOR. Follow the sound of my voice when I say letter type, when I say number, there we go. FOR 445 PODCAST. And then on Twitter when I say letter type, there we go. FOR 445 PODCAST. Well, actually delete all of that, and on Twitter it's actually this is the actual Twitter one. FOR 445 underscore PODCAST.
Good job, Katie. That deserves a round of applause.
Why did you do that?
I just wanted to give you a round of applause.
Oh, thank you, Katie.
Deserve it.
Clap.
Caiden's was more authentic.
Okay, here we go. Authentic clap, round of applause. Ready, Caden? Go. There you go. All right. Thank you guys so much for listening to 445. Caden, what'd you learn?
We didn't really talk about things to learn today.
I learned on the gatekeeper.
Learn don't spit on the gatekeeper. You cut out a little bit, but I think that's what you said.
Yeah, I learned don't spit on the gate. Don't spit on the gatekeeper. Don't spit off the gatekeeper. You can spit on the gatekeeper.
I mean, you shouldn't.
Don't spit off of it.
It's a big eagle thing.
Oh,
Katie,
I have another story. No, that wasn't about the gatekeeper.
Katie, what'd you learn?
Ixnay that. Puppy.
Katie, what'd you learn? What'd you learn?
I learned that don't spit off the gatekeeper.
Oh, okay. That was what I was going to say before,
Katie's
too.
learning has been very boring.
Yeah, Katie's gotten bad at learning things. I learned that...
Summer vacation.
What,
Don't spit
Katie?
off the gatekeeper.
Summer vacation.
I learned don't spit off the gatekeeper. Thank you guys all so much for listening to 445. I'm Colton Pratt.
I am Katie Pratt, your best friend.
I am Caiden Vandergrift, your second best friend.
And Mortal
Just
Enemies.
kidding, I'm your mortal enemies.
There he is. No rush. Go slush.
Check your wiener hot dog.
I love you.
Oh, no. Are you guys ready to record?
Yep.
Yes, ma'am.
Cool. Hello and welcome to 445. It's a 15-minute celebration to get you humble listener, to 5 o'clock. I'm your favorite host, Colton David Jonathan Richard Pratt.
Why do you have
Oh.
3 middle names?
David Jonathan Richard was my grandpa.
That's not true.
What?
Hi, I'm Katie Pratt.
I actually believed it for a second.
I'm Katie Pratt.
And?
I'm your second host.
And?
I always go second. And I'm also your best friend.
There you go.
I am Caiden Mathieu Vandergrift.
Mathieu.
I am your mortal enemies. I am your third and almighty host.
All hail Caden Vandergrift.
All hail. All hail the mortal enemies. His
All hail.
main goal is to destroy you because you're his mortal enemies as well.
Exactly.
It's a two-way street. That's how mortal enemies work.
Exactly.
Guys.
Yes, Colton.
So, Katie
Yes, Colton.
and Caiden,
Yes.
what's your favorite running joke in any of your friend group? Tell me. That's your question for the
You
day.
guys want to know how to make bread?
That that's a good one. I met separate friend groups outside of this friend group.
I don't have any other
I don't
friends.
have any other friends.
Oh, geez, yeah. I was gonna say that was gonna be my joke, you guys. This is really sad. This is genuinely quite sad.
Just kidding. My favorite one
Romy.
is so my baseball team, we would always try to get people with the "these nuts in your mouth" joke.
Nice.
So that was pretty much our job. We asked our coach, we were like, "Hey, Coach Howard, do you like fitness?" And he's like, or no, he said, "Are you good at fitness?" And he said, "I guess you could say that." And then we got him with the, "Yep, you know, fitness penis in your mouth."
Yeah, good one.
And then I got Grace with it the other day, and it was amazing.
Yeah, he got
She
it.
asked if I like Imagine Dragons. She literally set it up for me.
Yeah, she did. There was
She
one.
asked for it.
There was one Katie got me with because I'm a Nintendo guy. Katie sent me a random image and said, "Hey, what's this guy's name again?" It's just a random Japanese character that's never been in America. And I did some research and figured out his name is Sukapon.
It was so funny.
Why did you even respond?
Because I didn't realize that was the
Well,
problem.
it was so random because
it was super random. There was no
it's
setup.
a Nintendo character, so I figured he'd know. Because Colton, fun fact about Colton, he's a Nintendo nerd.
Yes, I am.
So I sent this little character, and he's like, I don't know his name, but I know he's in Super Smash Brothers. And so he just reverse image searched the picture I sent, and it didn't even cross his mind because it's spelled like Sukapon.
Yeah.
And so it didn't even cross his mind that I could be saying
As one
anything.
name. Everybody, look look up Sukapon and you will see what Sukapon looks like. He is literally just
He's
like
pink balls.
He's a bunch of pink balls, not in a straight line. Caiden, you want to hear my favorite joke? One of my favorite jokes.
A little bit.
Okay,
I'm a little
Not that
interested.
much.
you're a little interested. Okay. Oh, here comes a burp. Oh no, that's not a joke.
What's the difference between a dirty bus stop and a lobster with breast implants?
One is a chesty crustacean. One is a crusty chest station.
One's a crusty bus station. The other's a busty crustacean.
I was so close. I was so close.
That's funny.
Thank you.
Caiden, why don't
That's why I'm the comedy guru, and that's why that one app wants me and me alone.
Yes, Caiden.
Wait,
Why?
what app? Hold on. what?
Wisdom. It wants Katie to be the comedy guru. Caiden,
Colton keeps getting like scam emails from this
Lady.
who's
Melissa.
Like, her name is Melissa, and she only addresses me in the emails to Colton. She's like, "Dear Katie,
Yeah.
we have listened to your podcast with Colton and
Pratt.
Caiden."
Yeah. So the email said, I want you to be like a coach on this app to teach comedy. And I was like, okay, how did you hear of us? And she said, we heard your podcast with Caiden and Colton. And I was like, oh, so you actually like did listen, and they wanted Katie apparently. Apparently they thought Katie was the one running the show behind the scenes.
Man.
But it's me. Katie, here's the joke. How come you never see elephants hiding in trees?
How?
Because they're so good at hiding. Why do elephants paint their balls red?
Why?
So they can hide better in cherry trees. What's the loudest noise in the jungle?
An elephant falling from a cherry tree.
No, giraffes eating from cherry trees.
Oh, that's a funny one.
It's a good one.
That was a three-parter. I like that one. Wait,
That
the
mine
first-
deserved
like-
that. Yours did not.
That was funny.
Colin's did deserve it. I mean, Katie's did deserve it.
Thank
Colin's
you.
deserved it as just a little bit less.
Thank you,
well,
Kate.
for me
Actually, no,
personally.
Colin's deserved way more thought. So I'd say Colton and Katie deserved it equally.
Okay, so
Thanks, Caiden.
for me, my favorite running joke with any of my friend groups is a group of friends with me, Katie, and one of Katie's friends. And that joke is we called Katie a gilf because she said she looked like a grandma one time. And today also is National Gorgeous Grandma Day.
No
So-
way.
Really?
I love it.
Yes,
I am
today
so
we
excited for this day.
today we get to celebrate all those gilfs in our life, being gorgeous grandmas, and of course. So, anybody have anything to say about gorgeous grandma? We all seem very excited, and then no one talked.
I have no idea what to say.
Yeah,
All
I don't know
just
how
say
to.
is-
I feel weird. I feel weird about this topic. I don't know if I could say anything about this topic.
I believe in you.
I like grandmas.
Like, yeah. You mean like?
No, like being around a grandma is just like relaxing because they feed you. They
That's
actually,
true. Oh, yeah, they do.
you can do whatever you want, unless you have a mean grandma.
I don't think I
They're
have a
just
mean
so
grandma.
nice to you.
Yeah,
We have
I've
nice
actually never
grandmas.
seen a mean grandma.
I've seen a couple mean grandmas, but not ours.
yeah. My Caden has interacted with both of my grandmas before. That's fun.
Yes, I have.
I think I've also interacted with both of your grandmas, haven't I?
No.
Definitely.
Yeah,
Oh.
I got me and Pap is one of their grandparents. Where's the other ones?
Grandma and grandpa.
I don't know if have I ever met your grandma, just regular grandma and grandpa.
Yeah, you have.
When did I meet them?
I'm sure you have at some point.
So-
Yeah, probably like at some point, but you've not like interacted like you have the other ones.
Right.
So, I have a question. How do grandparents pick their names? Like, who picks the name Mimi and Pap? Like, who does the?
I think the burden comes to the firstborn grandchild.
You really think? I think. Well, I know for a fact my Grams and Papa are the names, and I know Grams picked those two names just.
It's
to,
just like you get
train.
to pick, you pick your name. But sometimes it is just a matter of what the kid can say. Because Grams are my dad's mom. Her grandmother name almost got changed to Dips when you were a baby because that's how you said Grams. You called her Dips.
I call my Grams Dips.
Dips.
Dips,
That doesn't
dips,
even
dips,
sound
dips,
like
dips.
Grams. Every letter is
Dips.
different. The only letter that's the same is the S at the end.
Well, you sounded like a weird little Russian kid when you spoke. So you're
Hello,
Hello,
accurate.
Dips. Hello, Dips. Do you have any cookies for me to eat?
Speaking of that, Lucy ate
Cookies.
like a bunch of lemon Oreos.
No. Why?
Those are good.
She broke into my house.
Why are they hiding in your room?
They were in my room.
Why do you have lemon Oreos hidden in your room? How old are they?
They were like a day old.
When did you buy lemon Oreos for yourself?
I didn't buy them. I was given them.
By who?
One of my buddies.
Oh, okay, fair enough. Her dealer, her lemon
My
Oreo
lemon
dealer.
Oreo dealer gave me a package of lemon Oreos. I ate
Katie's on
most
the
of them, but
streets.
there were like 3 left. And then Lucy did eat like 3 lemon Oreos, but they were the thin kind, so it's barely an Oreo.
Yeah, I'm sure she's fine.
Oh, yeah. Those are the crappy Oreos. What's the point of getting a thin Oreo?
Yeah,
That's all I
Caden,
got.
It's for the crunch.
my manager, Grace Green, and girlfriend, and I were talking to my dad one time, making jokes about like, what would you be called as a grandpa? Like, what would you be, And we've landed on my dad's grandpa
Me?
name. No, my dad. My dad's grandpa name is going to be Boss Man.
Oh, your dad.
Yeah, Boss Man.
Oh yeah, you told me about that, boss man.
Yeah, so he's going to be.
I love that.
He's gonna be Boss Man. Imagine seeing little toddlers toddling around, like, "Hey, Boss Man, hi, buddy."
Boss Man.
It's pretty
My
exciting.
grandparents are gonna call me El Papi.
You mean your grandkids? If your grandparents called you El
Yes.
Papi, that'd be really
My
weird.
grandkids are gonna call me El Papi. Thanks for that catch.
You show up at Mimi and Pap Paps. They're like, "Hey, Mimi, Pap Pap. Hey, Big Papi."
El Papi,
El
not
Papi.
Big Papi.
Big Papi's worse, way worse, so much worse.
How about Grand Papi?
I'm fairly certain. Didn't Caiden call me Papa when we in the very beginning of the show?
Yeah, actually, our intro does call Katie Papa for sure.
What did you say, Colin?
I just said, Katie said, "Are you guys ready to record?" I said, "Oh yeah," or something. You said, "Yes, Papa."
No, yo, you said Mama or something.
I did not say anything.
said-
No, you just
Yes,
said.
you
No,
did.
I didn't.
Play it.
No,
Play it.
okay,
Play it
here
right
it comes.
now. Play it right now.
Everybody, be silent. Listen to this thing.
Are you beautiful?
Are you guys ready to record?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am.
Yes.
Ma'am. That's
Ma'am and Papa are very different.
Ma'am and Papa are pretty much the exact same.
Man and Papa are like completely different, actually.
I knew there was some reason why I said Papa. I didn't just go, yes, Papa.
Yes, Papa.
Yes,
Are you ready to
Papa.
record? Yes, Papa. Thank you,
Yes,
Papa.
Papa.
Thank you for this chance to record, Papa.
There's this guy at work who only speaks in Spanish. Well, he doesn't only speak in Spanish, but he would talked in Spanish to me basically like 50% of the time. And I don't speak Spanish. He just was trying. He was like practicing his high school Spanish, and he kept trying to talk to me in Spanish. And he was like, "Just so you know." And then he said a Spanish word. He's like, "That's
Didn't you
the
just-
Spanish word for strawberries."
What does the word soy mean in Spanish? I forget. It's like.
Like I am.
So if you're saying I am soy milk, it'd be soy milk.
Well, soy milk is English, so no, it would not be.
Katie, you ruined my great joke.
Your great joke wasn't so great.
It wasn't a great joke. Stop being mean. It was a good joke.
Nope.
Guys, today we went through Katie's drive-thru at her job, and we said hi to her friend. And I said, that guy looks like Cody Ko, because he was wearing a mask, and I thought he looked like the YouTuber Cody Ko. And Katie said, actually, when he takes his mask off, he looks like Orlando Bloom, which is definitely an upgrade. Like she said it like it was a negative thing, but it's definitely an upgrade from
I think
Cody
he
Ko
only
to
looks
Orlando
like
Bloom.
Orlando Bloom is because he has a little mustache and goatee like Orlando Bloom did in
Pirates of the Caribbean.
Pirates of the Caribbean.
Caribbean.
Who are
I
these
mean.
people?
Orlando Bloom is the guy from Pirates of the Caribbean.
He's
Captain Jack Sparrow?
No,
no.
that's you know that's Johnny
You
Depp.
have to know who Captain Jack
You know that's
Sparrow
Johnny
is.
Depp, right? Like it's important to me that you knew that was Johnny Depp.
Yeah.
Orlando Bloom was Will.
Yeah, Will the guy.
No
that-
idea who.
yeah.
You know,
I've
you know the
never
guy who
seen
goes
Pirates of the Caribbean.
Elizabeth like that a lot in the movie. Elizabeth.
No idea.
No, well, that's him. He's
Not
him.
ringing a bell. Bells are staying put.
He says that he practiced 3 hours every day with a sword, so when he meets a pirate, I can kill it. And he tries to kill a pirate, and he fails really badly.
How do you know so much about this movie?
I've watched it 4 times in the last 2 years.
Why?
I like the movie a lot. It's a good movie.
This is a good movie.
Sometimes I just watch compilations
Not that
of
good.
best Jack Sparrow quotes. So
What the heck?
I'm a fan of Mr. Sparrow.
You could say that. You could say you're a fan.
Yeah, I'm a fan of Mr. Sparrow. You
I
want to know?
think
You want
that
to know?
my grandmothers are both gorgeous.
Yeah, I do too. You guys want to know some of the best Jack Sparrow quotes?
No,
Okay, here they come.
Yes.
no, I don't want. No.
The one thing you can trust about a dishonest man is that he'll be dishonest. It's the honest ones you got to worry about. You never know when they're going to do something stupid. That's a line from Jack Sparrow. Here's another line from Jack Sparrow. But you have heard of me. I said just like in that time. I intend to commandeer a ship, sail to Tortuga, pick up a crew, and raid, pillage, and plunder to my heart's content. That's another line from Jack Sparrow. Man, these are good lines.
Are you just coming up with these? He doesn't even have an app open.
No.
He's literally just thinking
He
of
has it
them.
memorized.
I legit am. Yeah, I'm fully just thinking of
You're a
them.
fanboy. Fan poppy.
In the 5th movie, Jack
Poppy.
Sparrow randomly pulls out a bottle that has the black pearl just in it from his coat. And in the movie, there's many times that he's just stumbling and falling as he is Jack Sparrow. And my question is, how did that thing not shatter and shove shards of glass down his chest? Those movies.
He has very soft and supple breasts.
Yeah, he must have a squishy breast pocket. All right, thank you guys all so much for listening to 445. Caden, what'd you learn?
I learned two things.
What?
I learned that Jack Sparrow's real name is Johnny Depp, and I also learned that he has very, very cushiony breast sockets.
Perfect. Katie, what'd you learn?
Breast sockets.
It's a socket for a bottle. Yes, Katie, what'd you
heard
learn?
me.
You heard me. What'd you learn,
I
Katie?
learned that Caden probably doesn't know who Johnny Depp is.
Yeah, it seems like it. It seems like it. And I learned that talking about gorgeous grandmas is awkward, so we must quickly change gears. Katie, they want to follow us on Instagram and or TikTok. Where should they go?
Okay, if you want to follow me on Instagram or TikTok, go
TikTok.
to not me specifically, but like the podcast.
Yeah.
Go to Instagram or TikTok. Go to the search bar. Follow the sound of my voice. When I say a letter, type a letter. When I say a number, type a number. Ready, go. FOR445PODCAST. And then if you want to follow us on Twitter, I don't know why you would, but if you did, go to the search bar, follow the sound of my voice. When I say a letter, type a letter. When I say a number, type a letter. You know where to go. FOR445_PODCAST.
ASC.
Good job, guys.
Yeah, that was a solid work together.
Yowza.
So if you enjoy us, you should go follow us on there. It would make me a happy, happy boy if you would do that. Thank you guys so much for listening to this episode of 445. I'm Colton Pratt,
I am Katie Pratt, your best friend.
your best friend.
I am Caden Matthew Vandergrift, your mortal animus, and go check your hot dog wiener.
No rush, go slush.
I love you.
All right, I gotta go.